Hi, everyone. Welcome to week 5. I hope you're having a great week. This week, we're going to be discussing the water, energy, food nexus. So, how water, energy, and food are interconnected and a big area of research and sustainability. For this week, you also have a reading response due by Sunday on the biosphere. I think it's chapter 3 in your book. Please also complete my research survey on your sunscreen use and watch this video, which will be here. If you're interested, you can also watch Dr. Sagai, who's an FGCU professor, his video on water, energy, food research, and there's an additional article as well. In addition, we are going to start our overview of the water, energy, and food nexus. I'll keep this short, so please try to watch it and stay interested. So when we're talking about the water, energy, and food nexus, we're also talking about water, energy, and food demand. So the reason we care about this from a sustainability point of view is that water, energy, and food are all connected. I'll talk about that in a minute. But the reason we care about this is because we have an ever-increasing population and more major urban cities. So you can see from this table here, we have several cities that are over 7 million, 10 million, 15, 20, 35 million people. And several of these, including those in Pakistan, parts of China, parts of India, Turkey, are in relatively arid climates where there's not a ton of rainfall and there's not a lot of water systems available. But then we have these major cities. Los Angeles, 13 million people. They're in what's considered to be a desert on an ocean with very little bodies of water. So there's a lot of people there demanding clean, fresh, potable water, food, and energy systems. In addition, 60 to 80% of the commercial energy consumption is occurring in cities. So not in the rural areas. A lot of the energy for electricity of homes, manufacturing, industries is occurring in the cities. Also, the rate of water demand grows at a faster rate than the rate of energy demand. So we need a lot of water, and we also need a lot of energy. In addition, urban lifestyles increase the consumption of water-intensive food. So people in the cities tend to eat more things like almonds and avocados that are very water-heavy in growing them. When we also look at the global preventable causes of death, over 60% of these are related to water, energy, or food. So unsafe drinking water, hunger and nutrition, climate-related issues, and indoor air quality from lack of energy are all causes of preventable death that, as you can see from this pie chart, are a large portion of preventable deaths. So there's a big demand for safe, sustainable water, energy, and food. When we're talking about this nexus, this is how all water, energy, and food systems are created. So we know that you need water to grow plants, and plants can store water, but we also can make energy from plants. You've probably heard about corn being used for biofuels, but we also need energy to treat water. So all of these are interconnected. You can see it a little bit better here, where water and energy. We need energy to desalinate water, to treat wastewater systems, to create energy such as dams or dikes. We also have water and food interactions where we have to water and irrigate our agricultural systems. We have virtual water imports. So if you import an almond from an area that doesn't have much water, you're also importing some of their water because they're such a water intensive crop. So that's a virtual water. There's also soil and water quality. You've probably heard about salting of some agricultural land and really salty soil that can't grow anything. And in addition, food energy interactions, we can create energy from food by digesting it and creating methane and other biofuels. And we can also have some food imports and food security related to this. This is a great opportunity for us as people who are sustainably minded, environmental engineers, people interested in environmental systems, city planners, everybody, to create cities that are incorporating this water, energy, and food nexus. So incorporating things like solar panels or efficient public transit. It's a really cool opportunity for us. Maybe we could have areas that are designed to have desalination plants or direct potable reuse, building materials that are recycled or environmentally friendly. We could have energy systems that are creating energy from things like hydroelectric or food waste. So there's a big opportunity for us to incorporate the water energy food nexus in our building and design. Here are some specific examples that are how we can incorporate the water energy food nexus in design and in different opportunities. So we could have energy from waste, such as nuclear waste. If you've seen Inside Bill's Brain on Netflix, I highly recommend it. Bill, Bill Gates is talking about using nuclear waste as an energy source. So we would be getting rid of a waste source and creating clean energy. We also could have energy systems that require less water. We could require water that requires less energy. We could reduce waste and improve supply chain management. And we could also incorporate in building and planning our water, energy, and food nexus. So here at FGCU, Dr. Sagai at Environmental Engineering has a water, energy, food nexus digester out at the ETI off Alico. And this system accepts food waste from a local restaurant. It digests it with no energy. It's just microbial digestion. And it recovers some of this really nutrient-rich water to water plants with, and they love it. And it also collects this methane generation as a biogas that can feed a barbecue grill, or we could put it into a generator. In the future, I envision that we could have compost, or the food that Publix has to throw away at its expiration, or after a wedding, or after a big FGCU dinner, the food waste, instead of going to the landfill, could go to somewhere that's going to recollect the water and energy potential that are hidden in this food. So send it into a digester, collect the water that's left over in this lettuce and carrots, and especially things that are really water intensive crops, and also generate energy source for electricity, for heating, for power. We could also make it look really cool. So we could have these kind of onion-y looking digesters where the food, animal waste, and just organic waste is being digested. Water is being reclaimed, which can be used in these big cities. Food is being diverted from the landfills, and there's an additional power source. So as I mentioned at the beginning, if you're interested in more information, Dr. Sagai gave a really nice FGCU 360 talk on his WF system, and there's also a really nice article that I've linked here. I hope you all have a great week, and I look forward to talking with you next week.